Hi and welcome to my channel. So there are so many healthcare roles that many people don't really know about. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about one of such opportunities where there are endless opportunities for career progression. The job itself is not very stressful. It's absolutely amazing, very satisfying. They are also recruiting and offering free UK visa sponsorship. But the thing is, because many people don't know about, it's just like no one really talks about. And so, because I know about this, having worked in the UK now for about 12 years, I decided to do this video about this particular opportunity. So, I'm going to be telling you how do you apply, where do you apply, what are the requirements, and literally every single thing that you need to know about this job. So, if you're new to my channel, obviously you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I do appreciate your time. And look, if you're new here, you want to hit that subscribe button so you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. UK time prompt. Yes, that is a commitment that I am making to you. And so I need to have your word that you're going to implement what I'm talking about. So you need to leave a comment in the comment section and say, Melvis, I am going to implement this. Because look, I'm calling 2023 the year for implementation. It's not about watching video after video after video. It's about implementing what it is that you've learned so that you can enhance your personal and professional development, succeed, excel, and thrive in your UK career journey. So this job that I'm talking about is the maternity support worker. Look, working as a maternity support worker is one of the most satisfying jobs in healthcare. But like I've said, very few people know about it. And just before I started recording this video, I checked and there are over 1,000 vacancies when it comes to this particular opportunity. So you want to make sure that you get the ins and outs of what is actually involved. So before I get started into all of this, I do have a free newsletter where I send information about free, UK visa sponsorship opportunities, whether it's to move to the UK for the first time or is to switch your visa if you're already in the UK, as well as work from home jobs that you can do, earn a lot of money without a degree, without any experience, no qualifications whatsoever. And full training is often provided with these opportunities. So if you check the comment section below, you're going to see a link to join my, newsletter. Is completely free. You drop your name and email and you're part of the newsletter. Also, you're going to find my personal contact on there because you can leave all your comments in the comment section. But if you've got any questions, you're thinking this is so personal, private, you can use that to get in contact with me. Also, one of the things that I'm really passionate about, obviously, is career progression in the UK. That's why I do all these videos. The only objective that I've got is career progression. The fact that whether you're already in the UK or still out, you should begin to think about what jobs you want to progress into when you get to this country. Because truth be told, if you're in the UK and you're not progressing in your career, you're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel so overwhelmed. It's going to feel like, was it really worthwhile? And also starting your own side business so you can get to independence, earn a lot of money, work less, and retire early. Again, I provide all of this information through that newsletter. But most importantly, I have a private career coaching program where I provide guidance about all these things that I've spoken about. So you want to make sure that you check that out, in the description box or the about section of this channel. And I'm looking forward, obviously, to seeing you on there. So, maternity support worker, what is it all about? So, you're supporting midwives basically. It is a very fulfilling role. You're supporting midwives. You can work in an acute setting as well as the community setting. So, you're not tied down, say, to a hospital, for example. If you're somebody who likes the community, you like that independence, that flexibility, then you can work in the community as well. Because as you can imagine, if you're supporting midwives, then there's quite a lot that midwives do outside of the community. Because imagine that, for example, if you give birth, just to give an example, you're only going to be in the hospital for like a day or two maximum. So when you go out into the community, that's where most of the care really happens, which means that maternity support workers are not only needed in acute settings, but also in the community setting. This is something that I want to stress about so you're fully aware. And by the way, if you're wondering who I am, my name's Melvis. I work as an advanced nurse practitioner for the NHS here in the UK. So I've been in the UK for 12 years now. I'm going to be 13 years soon, working for the NHS. That time, I started my own journey working as a carer in a nursing home. I then studied nursing in the UK as an international student. And then, upon graduation, I have gone on within the first 5 years. Basically, I already had a job working as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position in the profession. And that's why I say career progression is something that I'm passionate about, because in the space, in a very short period of time, I had a first class degree in adult nursing. I did a master's level in mentorship, in nursing. And then I went on. Obviously, I'm currently concluding my Master of Science in Advanced Clinical Practice, which is 3 years. So I have a private career coaching program where I support nurses, carers, midwives, student nurses, support workers, people that want to get into healthcare, people that are looking for free UK visa sponsorship opportunities, whether to move to the UK or to switch from within this beautiful country, so that you get the support that you need, you get that personalized guidance that you need in order to excel. So if you want to know more about what my private coaching program is about, just check the description box below or the about section of this YouTube channel to find out the information. Because what we basically do in a nutshell is, what is the best opportunity for you from where you are right now? How do you get there? Where do you find that opportunity? What should your CV look like? What about the interview? Once you get in, what else can you do with yourself? What is the next best step for you to progress into? So it's all about career progression from start to finish. So you want to make sure that you definitely 100% check it out if you're watching this video right now. And also share this video with your friends, colleagues, loved ones, so that they can benefit from this information and know that there are other opportunities in this beautiful country. So what do you need to work as a maternity support worker? Look, what you need is that you need to know what a job is about, which is what I'm telling you now. You need to know, because if you don't know what a job is about, how are you going to be successful? It's almost impossible. And that's why some of these jobs are very difficult to get if you're applying without any guidance, because you're applying through NHS Jobs, by the way, that's where you apply. So NHS Jobs website, and you just put maternity support worker and the jobs are going to pop up and then you can apply. But like I've said, you need to understand the job description, person specification beautifully well for you to stand any chance to be successful. If you're an overseas midwife, for example, this is something that is so perfect for you, because it gives that natural transition from a support worker or from a human being into midwifery in the UK. Because as the Nursing and Midwifery Council also regulates midwives. So it's quite similar to nursing in how we function, our code of conduct, our code of practice, our professional, regulations and everything are actually the same, even though these are two separate professions. So in a nutshell, you can think of maternity support workers as the equivalent for healthcare assistants or for carers, when it comes to nursing, because being a carer, there's that natural progression into nursing. So maternity support worker, you're supporting midwives, and so there's that natural progression into midwifery as well. I've done a video on here talking about the 4 pathways to become a midwife in the UK. So if you are a maternity support worker, there's also an apprenticeship that you can get into midwifery. So another pathway of getting into midwifery is that you first of all become a maternity support worker, and then you transition into midwifery, because you already know the job, you're already there, you're kind of going to be in the better position than, say, somebody who is coming brand new from out. So again, you want to make sure that if you're looking for these opportunities, there are ways to go around it. So even if you get into the NHS as a healthcare assistant, any job, it makes it a lot easier for you to then transition into jobs like this. So the main thing is get to the NHS, get a job with the NHS. I cannot emphasize this enough, considering the number of opportunities that you're going to have in the UK. If you're working currently, say, domiciliary care, you're working in the private sector, nursing homes, look, you're going to be doing the same thing day in, day out. I appreciate these organizations. I know that people need to work there. But what I mean is, if you are like me, and you're really keen and dedicated to career progression, you need to think out of the box. You need to consider other options, and those other options are going to come from the NHS. That's why, like I said, I started as a carer in a nursing home as well. I realized I was doing the same thing over and over and over, and as much as I enjoyed my job, there was only so long I could do that, which is why I then transitioned into nursing and moved to the NHS as a healthcare assistant while I was studying my nursing, to become a qualified nurse. And since qualifying, I have stayed to work for the NHS, because that they're able to support me with that career progression, so I get to the top of the nursing ladder, which is what I'm still working towards. So as you can see, if you're with the private sector, it is almost impossible for you. It's very difficult for you to progress. You know what I mean? You're just going to get stuck, because there's not so much flexibility. You can't move up, you can't move down. Same thing day in, day out. Please, There is more out there. There are more opportunities out there. There are other things that you can do. Don't be demoralized. Remain there and think, oh my God, I'm stuck. You need to take action. And if you need my guidance, like I've said, you need that personalized guidance for you to move to the next level. Consider joining my private coaching program, which is where I support with all of this. I've got, many carers, midwives, student nurses, student midwives, all kinds of people in my private coaching program. I've got hundreds and hundreds of people currently going through that. So you're going to also get that community support with career progression in order to progress, because you need it. You know what I mean? You need it. So some of the skills that they're looking for, obviously, when it comes to applying for those jobs as maternity support worker, you've also got there's like phlebotomy, you've also got venipuncture, you've got like cannulation, bladder scanner. Those are things that you cannot do if you're not working for the NHS. It's very difficult to gain those skills from private organizations. And these are not just skills that you pay, you do a course and you get the skills. No, these are practical skills that you gain from real life experience. And that's why I'm saying that a job like this, getting to the NHS first and then finding your way to get through, is another way that you can go through this. And that's why I advise even people that are part of my private coaching program, I say, look, you may want to do an apprenticeship, for example, in nursing or in midwifery or in medicine. But one of the best ways that you can do is also get a job to get in the NHS. Say, for example, a healthcare assistant, housekeeping, those are all entry-level positions. Get one of those, get into the building, get into the room, and then from there, it gets a lot easier, for you to begin to find your way through to other opportunities in terms of career progression. So they offer visa sponsorship. Obviously, most NHS hospitals in this country are able to offer visa sponsorship. The only thing is, like they always say, you have to be the right candidate, which means your performance has to be spot on. You've got to be the best, because it's all about the most deserving person. You know what I mean? They're not going to feel pity for you and give you a job. You need to be good at what you do for you to be able to get that job. So what do you think about this opportunity? I want you to leave any comments in the comment section. If you're thinking, Melvis, I want to go for this. What do you think about this? Again, get in contact with me. If you check the comment section below where there's my free newsletter, you're also going to find my contacts on there. If there's something you want to ask privately, personally. Otherwise, leave those comments in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, like really, you want to hit that subscribe button right now so that you're the first to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here. But, if you haven't joined that free newsletter as well, you need to join that. Share this with your colleagues, loved ones, so that they are aware and make the most of these opportunities. Like I've said, if you need that personalized guidance, that individualized support, then consider joining my private coaching program and check out the NHS Jobs website, because they've got endless opportunities for you to get into the organization and then begin to progress from there. So I support with all of that through my private coaching program, as I've already said. So watch this other video, which is going to talk about the 4 different pathways to become a midwife in the UK. I'll see you in this video.